If you were to force me to make a choice between doing a good deed, like helping a disabled person, or having a really good pastry and cappuccino, I have to confess it could be a hard decision. Fortunately, thanks to Kathleen Hughes, I and everyone else in this community will be able to do both at the same time. She is opening Ada's Café, which will serve top-of-the-line gourmet food. And the cafe will be staffed almost entirely by members of the disabled community. But all this is much more than a business venture. The real inspiration and meaning for the cafe began in her own family. I think it's fair to say it started 24 years ago.
That's
with the birth of Charlie. Tell me about that.
Well, I have 4 children, and my oldest are twin boys, Peter and Charlie, and they were born very prematurely. Charlie had something called an intracranial bleed. A new neurologist had come in and said that her prognosis for him was that he was going to be a vegetable. And I mean, that was probably one of the worst days we had out of the 9 months in the hospital. So we took that news, but you know, I must say that I didn't believe her. Charlie would be what the current terminology would be. He's developmentally disabled, but you know, Charlie is pretty high functioning. He's social and has overcome so many incredible obstacles. And I think it's his will to live and his will to learn and his desire to be part of life.
Tell me about how your volunteer mom, you know, bake cookies role morphed into something a lot bigger, specifically because of Charlie.
So we asked the school district if we could start, my husband and I and a friend, if we could start a cafe so that the kids would get some vocational training, they'd be engaged with their community, they'd feel engaged, and that so that they would learn something, a set of skills that they could use, you know, for the rest of their lives.
When you looked at these kids engaging in this, the able-bodied and the disabled next to each other,
Sure.
What did you see?
I saw this amazing interaction between groups of people that don't ordinarily get to interact. And I saw students that were not in a special day class learning to be compassionate and learning to be teachers. And then I saw the students with, you know, a full range of disabilities really being excited to get to interact with their peers. And that, I mean, kids want to belong.
So you're taking this to a whole different level now. You are opening a commercial cafe that you want to be financially viable.
Yes.
What are the benefits to the employees and to the employers?
You know, the unemployment rate is very high for adults with disabilities. It's, you know, it's usually 10 times the national average. The adults that I've been working with are so excited to come to work. They're so excited to have a place to belong, a place that wants them there. The people that I work with, my disabled employees, are incredible.
So when you look back, 25 years ago, and compare your life, what it was then, to now, how have you changed?
Yeah, well, that's I've changed a lot. I mean, I think what I thought was perfect 25 years ago is a lot different than what I know perfection is now. I mean, I think my life was too perfect. My husband and I had these perfect jobs, and we had this perfect house, and it was this perfect life. And so then you think, you think your life is going to be this straight path, right? This this straight path towards perfection. And we learned early on that that perfection takes a different form, and that being imperfect is actually perfection and really good. We're better people because of what we've gone through.
And now for a little postscript to that interview. This was a first. Kathleen was the first local hero to bring treats for the Media Center crew, and I'm happy to report that they received rave reviews, so we can highly recommend Ada's Café. Do you know someone who has overcome significant hardship and has an inspiring story to tell? Someone who has sacrificed or given over and above to the community and deserves some recognition? If so, please contact us with your nomination for next year's Local Hero Awards. To find out more about our local heroes and to watch interviews with all the winners, visit our website, midpennmedia.org. At the Mid-Peninsula Community Media Center, you can make your own videos and television programs and take classes in all aspects of media production. You can also hire our professional services team. To find out more about that, go to mcproservices.com. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you for watching.